So guys, Josh back at again, bringing you guys some more Severely Sin's Grand Cross here on Josh First. And what I'm going to be showing you guys today is my elite PvP team, which I now have in Challenger rank. I went on a nice, and I mean very, very nice win streak. A lot of games I played from behind, going second. Some games I got to go first. Obviously, I'm playing against a ton of Green Merlin teams. I do not have Green Merlin. If you guys saw my summoning video, and if you guys have been following me as I've been playing through PvP in the actual Discord. Again, if you guys have not joined the Discord server, I highly recommend that you do so with the link in the description below, because we do a lot of Discord streaming and voice calls in there, so you guys get a lot more Josh First content if you are a part of our Discord server. But for those of you who've seen me and followed my progress through PvP up to Challenger, you guys got a nice hell of a show. But for those of you who didn't, and you're watching only through YouTube, I'm going to be showing you a few clips of some of my matches that I won. My CC was a little bit lower at that time. I think I was around like 139k. I'm of course up to up to 144k now, because I went back and I fixed quite a bit of my gear, and I even got I believe it was the SSR weapon from the PvP shop from my boy Howzer. So that upped my CC just a little bit. But really, this video is to showcase how good Hauser is in geared PvP, especially with the current meta being so green heavy. So he's like really countering the meta hard right now. And I'm going to show you a little bit about my Hauser stats in a moment. You've already seen me talk about my Vaughn on previous videos. Arthur and my Blue King are both on HP and defense, because I just need them to stay alive and to bolster my CC. I don't really need much damage out of them, even though I still got quite a bit of damage with my Blue King. And then you can see all my link associations there as well. You can see my Green King, my Green Bond. When he goes into Extort, it's a really good 1-2 punch with Hauser. It does so much damage. But let's really focus mostly on Hauser here in today's video. So, this is my Hauser. He's sitting a little bit over 33k CP right now. I got him up to 8400 attack, 4200 plus defense, 85, almost 86,000 HP. He has 46% crit chance, 164% crit damage. Unfortunately, his crit damage is a little bit on the lower end, because he has, he's very hungry for stats. He wants pierce rate, he wants crit chance, he wants crit damage, he wants a little bit of lifesteal, and of course he wants attack, and he's really low on all those numbers outside of crit chance. His crit chance for an AoE is not too bad for a base value at 6-star awakened, so that might be his biggest trait. But his crit damage is very low, so you want to up it a little bit. So the best combination I had was to basically just give him my Jericho gear. So he's running attack and attack and crit damage. Now my crit damage, I'm getting 12.7% right now on those subs on the left side, and 13% on the right. I'd love to try and squeeze this out a little bit more, but it is what it is for now. I'm getting, of course, all defense out of that, and then, of course, all HP out of that, because he really wants a little bit more pierce rate. But if I gave him more pierce rate, I'd be really sacrificing attack, and I really want to try and go in there and make, the best use as I possibly can on any kind of crit damage I can squeeze out of him with his crits. And he does get that 3 times pierce rate on his skill as well, so it's not too bad. I would like to try and get his pierce rate up a little bit more, but again, you'd be sacrificing a lot of attack doing so. So it just wasn't ideal for me. And the gear he's rocking right now is working well enough, so why fix something that's not broken, right? If it's working, it's working. So he's got all attack out of that right now, which is why he's he's getting 4100 plus from gear right now. I could try to push these if I want to go perfect and get 15% on both these, but that's just very expensive and not very reasonable of expectations. Like, you're going to be going through a ton of gold trying to just squeeze out an extra 3-4% attack, which honestly I wouldn't mind it, but woof, you're talking a lot of diamonds, anvils, and gold just disappearing before your eyes trying to accomplish that. So that'll be something, that'll be more min-maxing down the road, but I like the way his gear turned out. It's not too bad. I definitely need to fix this left side, because he doesn't need that much lifesteal. To be honest, because you could just run lifesteal food for 20%. Not to mention he's picking up 15% from Arthur. So honestly, I don't really need that much on him. That's a little bit too much. I'd like to change that out for HP to get his HP up a little bit more, maybe closer to the 90k mark, and I'd be happy with that. But outside of that, I'm really liking his gear. I like what I'm doing with him. He is 6 out of 6, so his ult is hitting like a truck. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. Oops. We went a little bit too far. But yeah, so he is 6 out of 6 right now. Obviously, I got his combined attack as well with Gil Thunder. So I'm doing the full 600% damage. Huge. His ult just does so much work. It decreases skill ranks. If you have like rank 2s or higher in your hand, boom. And every time he depletes one of those, he's also removing ult gauges. Just, he does so much. Like when you see a Hauser in higher ranking gear PvP, you need to be scared, because if he ults you, there's some trouble coming your way, because he's going to deplete your hand. He's going to, I'm not really deplete your cards, but he's going to deplete their ranks, which could really hurt you. And obviously removing your ult gauges if you're ready to do an ult, or if you're very close to it, that doesn't help either. And it's AoE, and it's a big amount of damage. Okay, because his base crit damage is already going to be very nice, around 40% plus. So that's very good for an AoE unit. And with the fact that he's got 2 skill cards that are very powerful with the 3x pierce rate and the 2x crit chance increase, he's going to be doing a ton of damage. And with all the green units running around, like, Green Merlin, Green Bon, Green Jericho, Green Gil Thunder, I'm even seeing Green Elizabeth on occasion, he's going to do so much. Even Green Meliodas. Like, he's just going to do a ton of damage. Now, Green Meliodas is somewhat of a slight counter to Hauser, but you can play around that if you have King. You can just purify, or maybe you just kill him, and you don't even have a chance to get a counter off. There's been several times where I've pretty much just one-shot a Green Meliodas on turn 1 if I got the right RNG. I mean, just, it's like that. So, again, this team is disgusting. Hauser is very stat hungry, so you need to kind of prioritize what stat you want to go for. I just went straight for attack and crit damage. I tried to get the crit damage up, 20%, which isn't too bad. I would love to have gotten it up a little bit higher with him critting so often, but then it would be at the sacrifice of attack. And since crit damage still does scale to attack, it was better just to go full attack, like I said. Pierce rate isn't bad on him either. But you will sacrifice even more damage, perhaps, and CC. And if they are running Gil Thunder, you have to still deal with that additional resistance. So that's also a thing. So just a lot of kind of, things to play around with. But yeah, I like my build for him. Again, like I said, Arthur giving you that 15% for all your humans. So outside of King, everyone's benefiting from that. You're getting that 15% additional HP in fight. You're getting that additional 15% recovery rate, regeneration rate, and 15% more lifesteal, which that's the big one when you pair him up with a unit like Green Bon and Hauser. So they're going to be, replenishing a lot of that HP. So even if you do lose your King early on, then you're still fine, because you still have the upper hand when it comes to the current meta we're in. So with all that said, with all that jibber jabber out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now a couple clips from some of my fights. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, tick notifications, and join us in the Discord in the description below. Like the video if you did, comment below. Hauser is an absolute monster in geared PvP. If you guys are sleeping on Hauser, don't. The dude not only is an amazing farmer, he can carry your ass through geared PvP right now. He's just exceptional unit. Very highly recommend him right now. He's a good counter meta right now. And even if you don't got a Green Merlin, if you have the right team build, you can still play around that. So, hey, there you guys go. And I hope you guys enjoy these whale on whale battles. Until next time, peace.